Hello and welcome. You're watching 84 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Adirayo Senami. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of 12 permanent secretaries in the Federal Civil Service. The head of service, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, made this known in a press statement signed by the Director Communications, Olawumi Ogunmosunle. The appointees are Akinlade Oluwatoyin, Kogi; Alkali Bashir, Kano; Ado Babayo, Gombe; Belgori Shuaib Mohammed, Kwara; Ekpa Anthony, Cross River; Hussaini Babangida, Jigawa; Mahmuda Maman, Yobe; Meribole Emmanuel Chukwemeka, Abia; Muhammad Ali Uganda, Sokoto; Tarfa Yerima Peter, Adamawa; Udo Monilola Omokumi, Oyo. 84 TV Radio will bring you details of the swearing-in and deployments in due course. Across the world, President Donald Trump on Tuesday signed an executive order that outlines incentives for police departments to improve training. He said chokeholds will be off limits unless an officer's life is at risk. The executive order signed by the president includes certifying police departments, boosting information sharing to better track officers with excessive use of force complaints, and creating correspondent services focused on mental health, drug addiction, and homelessness. The order comes after weeks of widespread protests following the killing of George Floyd at the hands of a white Minneapolis police officer on Memorial Day. Still in the U.S., Gianna Floyd, 6-year-old daughter of George Floyd, who was killed in police custody, is now a shareholder of Disney. Gianna, who received her stock certificate from 10-time Grammy Award winner Barbara Streisand, shared a photo on her Instagram page extending her gratitude to the renowned singer. Streisand has described the murder of George Floyd as modern-day lynching. Meanwhile, Alpha Kappa sorority has also offered Gianna Floyd, as well as George Floyd's grandchildren, Taleaha and Johnny, full scholarships to attend any historically black college of their choice. A controlled clinical trial in the United Kingdom has found a low-cost anti-inflammatory drug called dexamethasone, which appears to reduce the risk of death in seriously ill patients with COVID-19. Peter Hobby, Professor of Emerging Infectious Diseases in Nuffield Department of Medicine at Oxford, and one of the chief investigators for the trial, said dexamethasone is the first drug that has shown to improve survival in COVID-19 because patients in advanced stage of the disease can have severe lung inflammation. Scientists wanted to see if dexamethasone could treat that. He added that the drug is inexpensive on the shelf and can be used immediately to save lives worldwide. Meanwhile, Chinese President Xi Jinping will preside over a China-Africa summit against COVID-19, scheduled to hold virtually in Beijing on Wednesday. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Chunying said the summit is jointly proposed by China, South Africa, and Senegal. Members of the African Union, Assembly of Heads of States and Government, rotating chairs of major African sub-regional organizations, chairperson of the African Union Commission, Secretary General to the United Nations, and Director General of the World Health Organization are expected to attend the summit. In Nigeria, Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has officially announced his resignation from the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), saying he'll pursue his ambition for a second term in office on another platform. The governor, who was disqualified from contesting the party's governorship primary election, scheduled for the 22nd of June, made this announcement to newsmen at the presidential villa Abuja after meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari. Obaseki had been embroiled in a running battle with his predecessor and national chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has slated the state's governorship election for the 19th of September 2020. The Life Camp Magistrate Court in Abuja has fixed the 30th of June for the trial of Nigerian presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu, the secretary to the government of the Federation and chairman Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Barrister Bas Mustafa, and other close aides of Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari for violating safety precautions at the burial of the late Chief of Staff to the President, Abba Kyari. Human rights lawyer Tope Akinyode filed a direct criminal complaint against the aides at the court. Many Nigerians have also been prosecuted for violating government's regulations on social distancing and restriction of movement. We'll take a break now. When we return, Qatar honors frontline health workers. Stay with us, details coming shortly.
I am a refugee from Rwanda living in Kenya, but I'm also a nurse working on the front line during this COVID-19.
I'm a refugee from Iran living in Sydney, Australia. I'm also a civil engineer running online series of live conversation with doctors for the community.
I'm a refugee in Ghana, but I'm also a nursing student. I help my community to stay safe by sharing useful information on COVID-19.
I'm a South Sudanese refugee living in Nairobi, but I'm also a communication officer giving timely and verified information on COVID-19 to my community.
I'm a refugee from Burundi living in Rwanda. I'm also a refugee college guidance counselor providing support to refugee students during this pandemic. I do it for you.
I do it for you.
I do this for you.
I do it for you.
I do this for you.
I do it for you.
Welcome back. You're watching 84 TV Radio News Update. President of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, in Nigeria, Professor Biodun Ogunyemi, has said online learning cannot work in Nigerian universities as it will water down the quality of content in terms of presentation. Professor Ogunyemi said online teaching requires special pedagogical skills and training, and reorientation of lecturers will consume a lot of time. Meanwhile, ASU has received backlash from Nigerians in social media over this statement. An American missionary, Gregory Dow, who was accused of sexually abusing girls at an orphanage in western Kenya, has pleaded guilty on Monday to a 4-count charge of illicit sexual conduct in a United States court. Dow ran the orphanage with his wife Mary in Bome County, west of Nairobi. He committed crimes between October 2013 and September 2014. His wife fled Kenya in September 2017 to avoid prosecution after the case was reported. In Qatar, the organizing committee of the 2022 FIFA World Cup on Monday dedicated the country's newly completed 40,000 capacity stadium to frontline health workers battling the COVID-19 pandemic. The stadium, nicknamed Diamond in the Desert, is the third venue to be ready, with 5 more under construction. The Al Rayyan Stadium, also with a 40,000 capacity, and the 60,000 seat Al Bayt Stadium are due to be completed by the end of this year as the country prepares to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup. That's it on 84 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.84tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at 84 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at 84 TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Adirayo Senami.